So this scene starts off with Galactus consuming a whole planet. And I can't lie, I'd expect nothing less from a big bag ass villain like this, bro. I swear, everywhere this man go in the universe, bro, always getting full.
You always getting full. What the hell are you talking about?
But if I'm being honest, they did my dog dirty in his 4 minutes of screen time in this movie. Like, how you on the poster if you're not gonna show up? Anyways, the scene switches and we see the Silver Surfer pulling up on Earth, and straight off rip, you can tell this man was out here farming ore. And I'm telling you right now, my dog is so tough this whole movie. First off, he already the first supervillain to pull up on Earth like one of them TikTok edits. And bro's introduction was cold as hell. Bro really pulled up on Earth and everyone started feeling a shift in the air pressure immediately. I'm sorry, I was not familiar with your game. Bro here moving like my fellow Canadian Shay.
How does it feel to know nobody can guard you? Next question.
Bro, I can't lie, I almost forgot that Silver Surfer was tough like that. Cause the first thing we see this man do is fly straight across Earth and start messing things up everywhere he goes. Egypt? Cooked. Los Angeles? Cooked. Japan?
Run! It's Godzilla! It looks like Godzilla, but due to international copyright laws, it's not. Still, we should run like it is Godzilla! Though it isn't.
Cooked. And I can't even blame these guys for being confused, bro, because at this point in the movie, ain't nobody even seen bro yet. Like, for all they know, a bust down Grammy flying through the sky changing the weather. Bro, if I were there, I'd probably have the same reaction. Had me outside like,
I'm an untrained meteorologist reporting on the snow. I mean, it's in the streets. God damn.
So after that, the scene switches and we see the FRAUDTASTIC 4 getting ready to plan Sue Storm and Reed Richards' wedding after beating Dr. Doom's lame ass in the first movie. And I'm gonna talk about this lame ass villain later on in this movie, but bro, the Dr. Doom in these movies has to be the lamest rendition of a supervillain I've ever seen. Bro makes Jared Leto's Joker look like a Grammy award winning performance. And to be fair, I don't even think I would care if it wasn't Dr. Doom we're talking about, because this man is so tough in the comics that whenever I see this version of him pop up on screen, it actually hurts. Like, bro just can't help but to play Dr. Doom so goofy in these movies, bro. Like, look at this. Is my man flinching to bullets? Ah, nah, there ain't an ounce of air in my body now. If you can get hurt by common loot, you should not be a supervillain, bro. Let's just hope they're able to finally get him right in Avengers Doomsday. But anyways, we cut back to the FRAUDTASTIC 4 just to see Johnny Storm over here like,
pathetic when you think about it.
And I can't lie, I just know Chris Evans hating on Mr. Fantastic now because he realized he auditioned for the wrong role. This man heard my dog was gonna be marrying Jessica Alba in this movie and hit the
It should have been me, not him. It's not fair.
That was probably the reason bro tried to sneak him right before his wedding. And I can't even blame him because I probably do the same thing. So we see Sue Storm walking up on Reed Richards to talk about their wedding and bro just out here casually ignoring the fine shit. Like, this man is more concerned about whatever's on his phone than a prime Jessica Alba. Bro, make that shit make sense. That can never be me. I'd hear calling my name and be like,
Hey man, nigga ain't getting no money, I might have Kuzo smoke him.
so she lets him know that she needs his help planning the wedding, but he says he's too busy analyzing some nerd shit like cosmic radiation or something. Honestly, I don't quite remember. I was too busy analyzing the scene. So Sue starts getting mad at Reed Richards and decides to storm off.
He said it. He said it.
And when we cut back, we see Johnny walking over to Reed and tell him, hey yo, so I've been thinking, and as a way for y'all to celebrate y'all's love, we should throw a bachelor party. What? No, I'm too busy tracking some cosmic radiation. And at first Reed says no because he wants to stay back, be loyal, and do some more nerd shit. And I can't lie, I kind of relate to that because everyone knows black men don't cheat. But Johnny keeps talking and he's finally able to convince him after he's like, hey bro, I'm just saying it would be fun. Nah, and quite frankly, I don't think Sue would find that too amusing, Johnny. No matter what you say, you can't convince me. 3-to-1 ratio.
A bachelor party could be fun.
Damn, I guess it didn't take that much convincing after all. And y'all, this actually surprised me because for being one of the smartest superheroes in the MCU, this man really got tricked by this dense ass version of Johnny Storm into throwing a bachelor party not even a full 24 hours before his wedding. And at this point in the movie, the Fantastic Four are pretty much considered celebrities in this world. They on the news and shit, and in the newspaper, which is pretty much old people TikTok. So if someone catches him out in the streets at his bachelor party, he's pretty much cooked. And bro isn't even trying to be secretive at all. He must think because Jessica Alba dyed a hair blonde that she think like one. Bro, trust me, you are surely mistaken. Because if you ever dated a Latina fine shit, then you already know what's waiting on this man when he gets home. So we switch back just to see my dog Reed Richards out here stunting on everybody in the club. From the way this man was moving, he must have forgotten he had a whole wedding the next day. Bro was out here impressing the huz like, so a horse walks into a magical bar. The bartender says, hey. The horse says, oh my god, you just read my mind. Wow, you're really smart. And that's when some music starts playing in the club and these girls start looking over to Mr. Fantastic and hit him with the,
let's dance. Let's dance.
So he gets up to go dancing. I'm not gonna lie, this is not gonna work out for bro. Like, I'm calling it right now, the fact that this man is moving so crazy is gonna backfire on his ass. Like, number one, he should not have been in the club at all. And number two, he should not have been dancing with these girls, bro. But if I'm being honest, I kinda understand it. I mean, they're no Jessica Alba, but there's two of them, say. Anyways, we get out on the dance floor, we can immediately tell my dog is feeling himself. First thing we see is this man starting off by hitting this goofy ass move. Then he starts dancing with both of these girls in the middle of the club. And I can't lie, bro was low-key hitting this shit, bro. All I'm saying is with this man stretching powers, I'll be out there hitting a mean ass door. And at this point, this man is having the time of his life. But of course, everything can't be good for bro. Something bad had to happen. Because at the same time bro was getting freaky in the club, we switched back to Baxter Building just to see this man Captain Holt walking in looking for Reed Richards. But unfortunately for him, he's not there. So he ends up talking to Sue Storm instead, and they figure out that the boy snuck out. So they end out in the streets to find him, and somehow they're able to figure it out. I guess because in this universe, Captain Holt is pretty much a Temu version of Nick Fury, they were able to figure out that they went to the club for his bachelor party. But to me, it don't really make sense, but I'ma let it rock. And when the scene switches back, we see these two catching Mr. Fantastic red-handed in the club. And I can tell this was Johnny planned from the start. Like, bro must have been plotting on him the whole time, because now you out here providing a hoe so your sister can get cheated on. And then when he sees her walking, he hits the full 360. Bro is not trying to take accountability at all. And I can't even blame him, because Reed Richards really fell for that shit. Bro was out here living his life to the fullest. My dog even had a girl grinding on him like he was at Caravana. And whole time this scene was going on, I know that Reed Richards was over here hoping his powers don't activate. And I can't lie, if I were there in this situation, I'd most definitely be snitching on bro at this moment too. Because how you got one of the finest shits in her prime 2007 Jessica Alba waiting for you at home and you out here doing her dirty? I'm not gonna lie, as a 6'5" feminist, Jessica Alba, you do not deserve that. 6'5" by the way. So Sue Storm and Captain Holt walk over to Reed and start staring him down. And this is exactly why I said earlier that shit wasn't gonna work out for bro. Cause Sue really out here giving this man the death stare, bro. Calling bro out by his full govy and everything. That's how you know she pissed. Just for Mr. Fantastic to look back and hit the...
What are you doing?
Huh? Me? Just hanging around.
But to my surprise, she wasn't even that mad. Probably because they had bigger things to worry about. So Captain Holt takes them a step back and starts to let them know that they've been experiencing anomalies all across the planet. So they start talking for a while, and that's when Reed says, "Nah, I'm not gonna help. I'm sorry, Captain Holt, but we got a wedding to plan." Nigga, what? I'm sorry, man, but this is the exact reason why if I'm in danger, I'm calling the Avengers. Cause what do you mean you have a wedding to plan? My boy, the world is under attack. Bro, the FRAUDTASTIC 4 really 2 for 2 for choosing their own problems over the planet. Somebody gotta pack them up ASAP. And the worst thing is, I just know Mr. Fantastic was doing this to try to gain some brownie points after being caught in the club with those girls. So Captain Holt starts reasonably crashing out and is forced to leave the building, while the FRAUDTASTIC 4 head out to continue planning the wedding. And that's when we find out the exact reason why Sue Storm wasn't mad when she caught Reed Richards.
It was nothing compared to what I did at my bachelorette party. Talk about wild.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You better pack it up before it's too late. So the scene switches to the day of their wedding, and we see Sue having second guesses on if she wants to marry Mr. Fantastic. But somehow this girl in the corner was able to comfort her, so she decides to go through with it. And I find it funny that the movie just never touches on this again. Oh, Sue doesn't want to get married to Mr. Fantastic? She's having second guesses about their wedding? Oh, we're supposed to have a third movie? Let's just not talk about this ever again. Like, come on, bro. The wedding is the whole focal point of this movie. And we still don't even know what this girl actually said to convince Sue into following through with her wedding. I'm guessing it was probably just some girl talk, so we're just gonna rock with that. In my head, it went like,
"Hi.
Hi.
And how are you?"
I'm good, and how are you?
Yes.
and to be honest, Sue was probably right about having doubts, because they're not even an hour out before their wedding, and this man Reed over here secretly working with Captain Holt behind her back, trying to figure out what's been going on with this cosmic radiation all across the planet. So we cut to the wedding and everything's looking good. Everyone's there, the weather's nice, the public is going crazy, and we see these two about to perform their vows. But of course, this is a superhero movie from the early 2000s, so something has to go wrong, because as soon as they're about to say I do, they start getting some alerts of cosmic radiation headed their way, and that's when this helicopter comes crashing down out of nowhere and ruins their whole wedding. And what caused this helicopter to crash? Nothing but the bust down superhero, the Galactic War Farmer, the VVS of Marvel, Silver Surfer, man. It was Silver Surfer.
I herald his beginning. I herald your end. I herald Galactus.
So Johnny decides to flame on and starts to chase him down just for this man to fly straight through a building and pop out the other side looking cold as shit. My dog was so cold even Johnny had to glaze him.
Oh, that is cool.
So Johnny continues to hawk him down just for this man to pull out this move mid-chase.
Show off.
Oh no, I can't lie. This is the definition of aura. Like, what do you mean he's gonna look back at him while he's chasing him down, then phase through a whole bus full of people? And my whole thing with this scene is Johnny really should have known that the Silver Surfer was screwing with them the whole time. Because if you think about it, if he really wanted to get away, bro could have just phased through the whole planet and Johnny wouldn't be able to chase him. But this version of Johnny Storm is too dumb to know that. I mean, he's still my favorite character in these movies, but bro never stood a chance. My dog really pulled up like, it's time to end this.
Gotcha, bitch.
Stop! I don't want to play anymore!
Then we see the Silver Surfer grab this man Johnny by the neck and fly him all the way into space, sucking out all the flames in his body. Pause. And if that wasn't bad enough, bro just drops his ass off, sending his ass flying to Earth like that one Red Bull commercial. So after packing up Johnny Storm, Silver Surfer goes into outer space to herald Galactus.
Another world awaits. Let it be done quickly.
And when we catch back up with the Fraudtastic 4, we find out that since the Silver Surfer touched Johnny, the Fantastic Four all start to change powers with each other. And as goofy as this scene is, I'ma let it rock. Cause I actually find it kind of amusing that the writers decided to do all this goofy shit smack dead in the middle of the movie. Like, instead of trying to figure out an actual plan for the Silver Surfer or give more backstory on why Sue Storm was having doubts about marrying Reed Richards, they instead decide to have these niggas out here playing with the power swap ability for 5 minutes. All I'm saying is my Fantastic Four would never. And I know that's a hot take to some of y'all, but that just shows that you're in culture. This right here was high-key peak cinema, and I don't want to hear anything about it. But yeah, I'm gonna let this scene get a pass because it kind of reminds me of those crossover episodes growing up, even though the Fantastic Four should be focusing on saving Earth. So we cut back to the Silver Surfer, and this time he's all the way in Greenland. In Greenland doing what, you might ask? Digging a big ass crater. What else? Yeah, is this supposed to be a super villain or a golden retriever? Anyways, we see Dr. Doom pull up, and to be honest, I don't know why his lame ass is even in this movie. I thought he got packed up in the first one. And not only is this nigga dressed up like a Sith, like this is not drip, my boy, but for some reason he thinks that Mr. Aura himself, Silver Surfer, would want to team up with him. To be honest, I think Jillian McMahon just had some contract obligations, because other than the fact of getting cooked, there's absolutely no reason for Dr. Doom to be in this movie at all. So Silver Surfer says no and starts to leave, but that's when Dr. Doom tries to hit him with the Rasengan or something. I don't really know what that is, but I'm just gonna call it a Rasengan. So the Silver Surfer turns around and packs this man up with ease and goes back to get the world ready for the arrival of Galactus. And at the same time, we see the Fraudtastic 4 tracking down his location, trying to stop him before he could do that, just to pull up and see the Silver Surfer creating a giant whirlpool in the water. My man, is this supposed to be menacing? You a whole superhero and I'm pulling up to see you like...
They call me Michael Phelps. Because I be out here swimming.
You ain't even tell me you could swim.
So they'll head out and arrive in London, England. I'm not gonna fact check that, this just kind of looks like London, England to me. So he starts letting these pulses go that start sending shockwave after shockwave to the crowd, and even starts knocking down this Ferris wheel. And this right here is my main problem with the Fraudtastic 4. Cause what do you mean it takes all 4 of them to stop a Ferris wheel? You got Sue using her powers, the Thing using his strength, Reed stretching all the way out, Johnny there for emotional support, just to stop a Ferris wheel from falling over. All I'm saying is Peter Parker would never. And I know you've seen his new suit, my dog would do that with swag, but these 4 were really struggling with this, bro. And you expecting these niggas to beat Galactus? I'm not gonna lie, the second I see this man pull up, I know we cooked. So the Silver Surfer pops into the water and Johnny tries to go chasing after him, just for Mr. Fantastic to try to stop him, causing them to swap powers and the Ferris wheel to start falling over even more. But luckily, Mr. Fantastic was able to think on his feet and proceeds to fly up to the top and use Johnny's flame powers to put it back together. And I mean, it's cool and all they say today and everything, but I can't be the only one thinking how they're supposed to get the people off at the top if Mr. Fantastic welded the whole thing in place. Anyways, the scene switches back to the Fantastic Four as they're talking to Captain Hope, and that's when we find out that this man was working with Victor Von Doom behind the backs of the Fantastic Four the whole time. And even though I hate this version of Dr. Doom, the fact that you got 2 of the smartest people in the Marvel universe in one room pretty much means that the planet's saved. So they start putting their brains together, and for some reason they come up with the idea that if they separate the board from the Silver Surfer, he'll lose all his powers. And I mean, that's not a strong plan, but hey, we'll let it ride. So they start making a device that attach the board from the Silver Surfer, and that's when we find out that Dr. Doom already left the team. Bro didn't even last a full 24 hours. My dog was moving like Jameson Curry, but Sue finds it odd that he left so quickly, so she starts to look around just to see this man Victor Von Doom messing with the device. But she doesn't even notice that he was doing anything, even though he did it right in front of her. So scratch all the dumb blonde things I said earlier, this girl is dense as shit. So they head out to finally test the device on the Silver Surfer and draw him out into the middle of a forest. But before that, this man Captain Holt and Reed Richards start having an argument about who's leading this operation. Captain Holt was really sneak dissing this man and pretty much calling Mr. Fantastic a nerd. And that's when we see it. Mr. Fantastic finally standing on business and standing up for himself for once. Whole time up to this point in this movie, I thought this nigga had no spine. Or maybe it was just the way his powers had him moving. But bro finally stood on business, and I can't even cap. Bro was really spitting bars.
I'm one of the greatest minds of the 21st century.
Nah, bro probably thought he was tough, but in reality, reality, he probably sounded like these.
Alright, you little bastard. You want to challenge my pack? Well, I hate to say this, but I'm not the alpha that you want to challenge. Because my true alpha is right there. So if you want to challenge one of us, you have to go through all of us.
So they all start splitting up and setting up their part of the trap for the Silver Surfer. But before they can fully set it up, the Silver Surfer pulls up on Sue and starts staring her down. And as soon as he sees her face, my dog starts folding immediately. And if I'm being real, I can't even blame him. I'd probably do the same thing. But I just find it funny that up to this point in this movie, bro was trying to throw hands with everyone on this planet. And as soon as bro saw some fine shit, he completely lost the plot and started moving like these.
Sex, I'ma put you on a bed and leave you feeling blessed. Next, I'ma kiss you, tease you, make you feel all obsessed.
Nah, he just like me for real. So the army starts getting impatient and Captain Holt starts telling him to shoot. And if bro hasn't aura farmed enough, the Silver Surfer decides to jump in the air and uses his surfboard to inhale a missile like Kirby and Smash Bros. Before the army starts sending off more shots at his ass. And to be honest, this is where they messed up. Cause after seeing my dog do this right in front of you, you're gonna try to provoke him even more. I mean, that man literally backhanded a missile. He is not one to be played with. So the Silver Surfer starts flying over to them and starts destroying all their equipment. Just for Reed Richards to activate the device and shut him down in midair before anyone could get hurt. Had my man hitting the...
Got him.
Before he passes out and starts falling to the ground. And when the Silver Surfer wakes up, we see that not only was he detached from his board, but bro also lost his shine. So Captain Holt takes him in to start interrogating him, and that's when we find out that Sue Storm snuck away in to ask him some more questions about Galactus. And I'm not gonna lie, if I were Reed Richards, I'd be sick to my stomach right now. Like, ain't no way you got your wifey holding this man's hand and everything. Bro, if this is what she doing to aliens, imagine what she did at her bachelorette party.
Oh God.
Let's try to forget about the bachelorette party.
Oh God.
Anyways, this is where we find out that the reason the Silver Surfer decided to help the Fantastic Four is because Jessica Alba reminds him of his Shayla. And I can't lie, I seen that girl too, so I know for a fact one thing they both got in common is that they both bad as hell. So the Silver Surfer starts letting her know that Galactus is on a way to destroy Earth and the storm is about to approach. And if I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, I always kind of found it weird that they decided to switch the main villain of this movie with only like 15 minutes of runtime left. But this was made in 2007, so I'm just gonna let it slide. They were just learning how to make a superhero film for real. But I just find it funny that they are just bringing up Galactus now. So we see the Galactus cloud start to form on its way to Earth. And at the same time, Dr. Doom, yes, the nigga who I actually forgot was in the movie, decided to sneak in and steal the Silver Surfer's board, gaining some of his powers. And I'm not gonna lie, this is exactly why Captain Holt shouldn't have trusted his ass. Because he starts shooting at Dr. Doom just for this man to turn to the side and blast him into pieces. A death that no one seems to care about, by the way. I mean, even Quicksilver and Hawkeye and Wanda crying over his ass. All this man got was a, oh look, he's dead. Yeah, what was his name again? I think it was Hubert. No, that's not it. It was Wagner. I don't think it was that either. You know, he kind of looks like that guy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So we cut back just to see Victor Von Doom on a surfboard in the middle of the city causing absolute mayhem. So the Fantastic Four head out to chase him down because they found out from the Silver Surfer that the board is actually a beacon for the arrival of Galactus. So the team decides to free the Silver Surfer while Reed calls in the Fantastic Car so they can catch up to Dr. Doom. And whole time, Galactus is the villain of this movie. I repeat, Galactus. Honestly, you probably forgot because we still haven't seen him yet. All we got is this man's shadow. Like, why bro trying to be all mysterious like Cardi? My boy, you are not opium. So the Fantastic Four start chasing down Dr. Doom and they're able to surround him while Mr. Fantastic tries talking him down. But if you can count on Dr. Doom for one thing, it's the fact that this man is gonna crash out. Bro is a certified tweaker, and it shows. Cause bro sees them all pulling up beside him and hits these niggas with a
That nigga with a spin move. I said spin move.
and sends them all flying and crashing into the middle of the city. And if that wasn't bad enough, bro proceeds to pull up on Sue right after and throw a piece of metal straight through her chest. And I can't lie, bro form was impeccable. He was at least 50 yards out and got that shit straight on target. I'm just saying, I know a lot of time and prep went into that shot. Bro was not playing. But as clean as that hit was, I cannot forgive Dr. Doom, because how you gonna do this to fine shit? And how is Sue Storm also over too on losing her life to her powers in these movies? She like those girls growing up who are in a cast 24/7. Like, why you always getting hurt? And yeah, I know this man used a piece of the board to do it, but bro, have you not heard of a sidestep? Anyways, Doom flies away while the Galactus storm starts getting even closer to Earth. So the team all comes together and they come up with the plan of giving Johnny all their powers so they could stop Dr. Doom before Galactus arrives. And why they chose Johnny, I don't know. I mean, you would think Mr. Fantastic would want to do it because he's the smartest and this man just killed his wife. But hey, Johnny's still the coolest out of all of them, so I'm fine with it. To be honest, I'm just happy it wasn't the Thing lame ass. So Johnny's able to catch up to Victor Von Doom and starts putting their hands on this man. man. I'm talking left hook, extend the sticky hand, into a grab, into another left hook, then knocking his ass out of frame. So Dr. Doom tries to run away just for Johnny to slingshot around his building and hit this man with the fire jutsu and continue beating his ass, finally separating him from the board so they can focus on Galactus. But Johnny gets back to the group just to find out that Sue Storm passed away from her injuries. And to make things even worse, Galactus is right around the corner. So the Silver Surfer decides to be a Captain Save-A-Ho and revive Sue Storm before he flies off to beat Galactus and save the world. And I can't lie, for as much of a crash out this man has been throughout this movie, at this moment I realized that the Silver Surfer has been a true hero in every single movie they've been in. Because my dog really decided to fly straight into the middle of Galactus and let off an aura blast so strong it ended up destroying him and saving our planet. Like, how you a whole Celestial and you out here 0 for 3 in the fade against the Grammy? And the crazy thing is, I heard it's the same Galactus in every single one of these universes. Like, my dog, this happened not once, not twice, but 3 times. So you would think bro would eventually stop teaming up with the Silver Surfer if he just keeps losing to him. Anyways, with that, Sue Storm comes back to life. The Fantastic Four are back and stronger than ever, and Sue and Reed are finally able to have their wedding. And as for the Silver Surfer, Mr. Aura himself, he did not die. Most Aura for a superhero villain of all time. I'm calling it now. Anyways, more of the story, y'all.
Then I ride it with my surfboard, 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 graining on that wood, graining on.
I give you all of my love, you do that shit all the way. Why you always act brand new? Like, who is this hoe? Like, what is your name? I gotta change for you, nah, I cannot change for you. Late night, I'm in the store, yeah, same here, think about you. You always act like we made for each other. You always act like we perfect together. I like your ass and I couldn't do better. You love my ass and I couldn't forget you.